Sorry, I got a little distracted watching YouTube videos, but now I'm back. So let's make some new videos, okay? So as of today, the day that I'm editing this video, Season 3 from the 5th chapter is still up, but will be ending pretty soon, I believe in 3 days or so, and honestly I cannot wait because playing this game straight up sucked monkey nuts this season for obvious reasons.
God, if you can hear us, get these things away from us! Take him with you!
Anyway, you get the point. Also, it's not like you're chained to playing that mode either. You also have creative modes. Can you name another game that allows you to fight alongside the cameraman against the evil skibidi toilets? Well, I don't care. Because honestly, I have never felt more worthless and more useless than when I played this mode. And of course I played it to completion. At least up until this point, since it's still getting updates. It is nothing to be proud of, but because I have nothing else going on in life, this is all I can brag about.
Who's mommy's pretty boy, huh?
Give it a second.
Come on, baby, say it. Say it for mommy.
Bear with me.
There you go, baby. Great job, my good boy.
Alright, they have this for
You
some
are
godforsaken
the
reason.
prettiest
If you're
baby
into mommy
mommy
ASMRs, then
I've
consider
seen.
yourself lucky, I guess.
Yes, you
And
are.
maybe seek some help.
Come here, baby.
Get a therapist. Go outside. Get a job, I don't know. There are tons of Mr. Beast 100 Day survival games. They are all practically round-based zombie modes. They try to imitate what Call of Duty Zombies is in a way. They're pretty fun, but usually tend to get boring over time if you're alone. Maybe play these ones with friends, or perhaps have some mommy ASMR videos playing in the background for the noise. Perhaps you could even watch a video on Mr. Beast himself, since there's a ton of them right now, cause little Jimmy got himself into some serious trouble. Anyway, you get the point. You're not forced to play Battle Royale, especially considering you have a vast selection of creative modes. But that still doesn't change the fact that this season has been a pain in the ass with how many broken items there are at the moment. I don't think the boss cars, the Magneto gloves, the Nitro Fists, or the medallions are overpowered individually. However, I do believe that they only become a problem when you bring all of them together. I think this is a problem that Fortnite has been facing for this whole chapter more than ever, but it's definitely not a new issue as there have already been broken items or combinations of equipment in the past. But on another note, at least we get collabs with music artists nowadays, right?
Ah! They're so fucking ugly!
Although it's nice that we get new game modes every day created by other players of the community, I don't think this game in particular should be getting carried by them. I'm not saying it is, but personally, I found myself playing creative a lot more this season than I did in the previous ones. I can see the developers put a lot of thought into what happens with the storyline and try to come up with new ideas for new gameplay mechanics, but perhaps what the players want is just a little bit of stability within the game and not feel forced to learn all these new mechanics all of a sudden in order to be good at the game. Man, tell me, does this shit seem fun to you? Perhaps it is the effects of nostalgia and age that are getting to me now. But is this actually fun? Does driving a Tesla Cybertruck with a mounted cannon seem fun to you? To me it sounds more like a fucking nightmare, or perhaps something pulled off of Twisted Metal for the PS1. I'm starting to notice that I complain a lot. I try to see the good in things, but I just can't see any good in this. Perhaps this is why my wife left me. Perhaps I am the problem. I'm just kidding. I mean, look at this. This season's ass. I got hit for God knows how much with the damn Magneto gloves. It makes no sense.
What?
That didn't hit me. The point that I'm trying to make is that with all the random items and equipment in the game, winning doesn't feel like it's entirely based on your skill, but it's also dependent on the situation you may be in the end. I found myself dying to players I shouldn't have died to, and I also found myself winning games I shouldn't have won only because of these items. But let's forget about the items themselves. Again, the season is ending soon, so why does it matter? Right? Wrong. Like I said, this whole chapter, so far, everyone keeps saying the seasonal items such as the medallions, or in this case, these fucking atrocities, have been way too overpowered. So expect the same next season. Did you notice in the trailer for the next season that the War Machine equipment acts as a jetpack but also has a mini turret that is targeting an enemy on its own? Also, look how fast this shit breaks through brick structures. You better spread those cheeks and grab some baby oil because we are about to get absolute doom-fisted. Hopefully not as bad as this season, but just be ready. In conclusion, Fortnite has come a long way throughout the years. They've become very successful regardless of how bad some areas may seem. This has become one of my favorite games ever released. I don't think I can name another game I've put as many hours and as much money as I have into Fortnite. It may upset me to see my little Pookie be in such a bad state, but deep down, I know my dumbass will still play the game regardless. Unfortunately for me, perhaps the game is not what it used to be. Perhaps I am blinded by nostalgia and that's why I miss the past. I think that if the game had stayed the same forever, it probably would have died down. But man, do I still miss the simplicity of the game back then. And I know some people also get bothered by many of the things that are being introduced to this day. Hopefully they do something to balance things out in the future. Well, anyway, that's it for today I think. Have a good one. Bye bye.